From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, September 14th, 2014. Silver is trading at $18.64 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,229 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $479. Antiwar.com reports Iraqi Prime Minister Haider Abadi has announced that he is ordering the immediate halt to all Iraqi airstrikes against ISIS-held cities, towns, and villages, and any place else which might cause civilian casualties. The move was in response to offers by Sunni Arab tribal leaders in the region to back the Iraqi military's offensive against ISIS territory, provided they stop killing civilians in the Sunni-dominated region. What this means for Iraq's own air campaign is unclear, as the Air Force has been short on Hellfire missiles, pending a new shipment from the U.S., and has mostly seemed to back off its air campaign once the U.S. began their own, which is another major question, as the Obama administration is prepared to dramatically ratchet up airstrikes in ISIS-held Iraq in the coming days, and will likely not consider itself bound by Abadi's decision not to attack civilian areas. Yet, it's undeniable that U.S. airstrikes on ISIS towns could easily undermine the Iraqi efforts to secure tribal support for the war, meaning it could be an early source of tension between the U.S. and Iraqi governments in the new war. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. Reuters reports hundreds of firefighters spent a second day on Saturday battling a wildfire burning out of control in a national forest southeast of Los Angeles as the region baked under triple-digit temperatures that prompted authorities to issue a heat alert. The so-called Silverado fire, which broke out in the Cleveland National Forest on Friday morning, had charred some 1,600 acres by Saturday afternoon as it burned through brush and chaparral left bone dry by California's record drought. Evacuation orders were issued for more than 200 homes in and around Silverado Canyon as some 740 firefighters worked to gain a measure of control over the flames, assisted by 10 water-dropping helicopters and 5 fixed-wing aircraft, according to the U.S. Forest Service. The heat wave has sent temperatures soaring over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in parts of Southern California. The sweltering heat prompted Los Angeles health officials to issue a heat alert for the weekend. Dr. Jeffrey Gusenheimer, the city's interim health director, said some 60 cooling centers would be open at libraries, recreation centers, and other community buildings throughout the weekend, offering shelter to residents suffering from the oppressive heat. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. UPI reports a man is suing the Arapahoe County Jail and its contracted health care company after most of his right foot was amputated due to infected blisters. James Neisler was serving a sentence in the Arapahoe County Jail last year after a series of charges, including domestic abuse and drunk driving. Neisler, who is diabetic, said that while he was in a work release program, he was forced to haul heavy kitchen supplies for hours despite swollen feet and orders from a nurse not to stand for more than 2 hours. He also said that his shoes did not fit properly. When blisters on his feet began bleeding and oozing, he wrote a series of letters pleading for medical care. Neisler was told to be patient and that an appointment would be scheduled. By the time Neisler was checked into Denver Health Medical Center on August 22nd of last year, after other inmates began complaining of the stench, doctors had to remove all 5 toes and most of his right foot. In May, Neisler filed a lawsuit against the Arapahoe County Jail and correctional health care companies, the medical provider contracted to the jail. He is seeking compensation for physical and emotional damages and to recoup medical expenses. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.